At the official launch on Friday at the National Sports Commission, University of Guyana students Andre Jagnandan and Christoph Shepard were introduced as the driving force behind the tournament, which is set for November 30 and December 1 at the National Gymnasium on Mandela Avenue. The competition will feature 7 male teams drawn from the 3 counties, with action starting at 10 hours on both days. A total of 13 games will be played over the 2 days. The preliminaries would be held on the opening day and the semi-finals, third place playoff and final on day 2. The teams have been split into 2 groups, with the top 2 advancing to the semi-finals.
You're either getting better or you're getting worse. I don't think you stay the same in sports. If we want to achieve something special in the game, then the players and the administration have to recognize that they're responsible for every day for getting better. As the saying goes, and I quote, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step," end quote. It is our view that not only will this tournament open the door for more participation from both sponsors and players, but we strongly hope that it will etch into the minds and hearts of the Guyanese public that the time is now and your support is needed. Partner with us and we will take volleyball to new heights in Guyana and more so on the international platform.
The National Gymnasium will come alive on the 30th of November and the 1st of December from 10 a.m. And as the best volleyball teams in Guyana compete for trophies and bragging rights. Sanctioned by the Guyana Volleyball Federation, this tournament aims to promote volleyball all across Guyana. Thus, this extravaganza will see teams participating from the 3 different counties, Demerara, Essequibo, and Berbice. From Demerara, we have the Premier Eagles Volleyball Club, the Young Achievers Volleyball Club, Castro Strikers Volleyball Club, and Vanguard Volleyball Club. From Berbice, we have Port Moran Training Center Volleyball Club, Rollers Volleyball Club. And finally, from Essequibo, we have the Bartica Warriors.
Director of Sport Christopher Jones and President of the Guyana Volleyball Federation, Levi Ned, have thrown their support behind the initiative, lauding the 2 youngsters for joining forces to stage the competition.
Spikedown 2K. The theme, I think, might be very, very important, resurrection of volleyball. After it would have been stagnant for so long. And I trust that we will have it going after this. I trust that everything will be going well. Actually, this has been the brainchild of both Mr. Christoph and what's his name? Mr. Jagnan, and which I'm very much elated to see that young people are taking up the mantle, because when we, the older guys, would have moved on, we need persons to take up the legacy. So I'd like to extend kudos to them. Let's give them a round of applause. I would also like to thank the NSC, who has been constantly supporting us, not only in this venture. Sometimes I want to say volleyball is a stepchild in Guyana, but then with the Sports Commission coming on stream, I'm feeling much more secured, or we're feeling much secure at the GVF that volleyball is moving on.
When we were approached by Mr. Shepard a few months ago, indicating his intention to have a tournament before the conclusion of the year, and recognizing, as Mr. Ned mentioned before, we recognize that volleyball for some reason have been somewhat asleep. But we recognize that they had some issues that I think those were essentially worked out. We are pleased to come on board. We would want to encourage not only Mr. Shepard, but the GVF, that any tournament that it is your intention to coordinate and organize, National Sports Commission will lend support to it. We have been encouraging a few of the associations and federations to bring off tournament before the conclusion of the year. I would want to throw to the GVF that before the ending of 2019, in the month of December, if there is a tournament that could be had, that we have both male and female participation, the National Sports Commission is prepared to fully sponsor that.
Admission to the games is free, and the coordinators are urging volleyball fans and the wider public to attend the matches and witness some of the best homegrown talents in the sport. Reporting for Newsroom, I'm Avinash Ramzan.